The Holmen School Board voted last night to keep a controversial book on the middle school shelves. News 8 Now's Emily Haugen shares why some parents wanted it off, but what ultimately kept it there.
It's Perfectly Normal is a book for kids with facts about growing up.
They want to know how they were made as very young children. How did I get here?
But some parents argue its sexual content is inappropriate for younger kids.
There are also some topics I feel that are far too mature for sixth graders, especially to handle.
Holmen parent Mary Kolmaszewski brought this up to the school board earlier this year, but a committee voted 6-0 to keep it on the shelves.
It's important that we have an open mind and allow students who may see things differently access to materials that have been deemed appropriate for their age group.
Roby Harris published the book's first edition in 1994. It's lived in the Holmen Middle School Library for 13 years and checked out only 18 times. But Kolmaszewski worries with its content and detailed illustrations, it could fall into the wrong hands.
Once it can be seen, it can never be unseen. Once the damage is done, there's extensive research done into the damage of these type of images on the immature brain of a child.
But this accessibility is something author Roby Harris thinks is necessary.
It just respects their right to know about their bodies.
On Monday night, Kolmaszewski appealed to the board again.
I needed to do everything I could. There was one last shot, and that was the appeal.
It's my choice what my kids get exposed to.
One solution proposed was to place it aside just for those who ask for it. But others worried that it would keep the kids who need it in the dark.
And so if you have a student struggling, it would be very unlikely that they would go to someone and ask for that book because it would call attention to the fact that they are looking at that book.
The library already allows parents to restrict their own child from certain materials, something several who spoke felt was enough.
The motion is on the floor. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
In the end,
Aye.
Opposed, nay.
Nay.
Motion passes.
The board voted to keep it on shelf again. In Holmen, Emily Haugen, News 8 Now.
And this is the first time this book has been challenged at Holmen, but it's no stranger to opposition. The American Library Association reports that the book has been challenged by many for over the 2 decades. Back in 2005, it was one of the association's most frequently challenged books.